there, coffee lovers and internet explorers. Welcome back to SipCyber, the podcast where we talk about the human side of cybersecurity over a good cup of coffee. Today I'm going to tell you about a place called Sunshine Coffee in Lake Elmo, and you're going to want to stick around until the end so I can share with you the drink I always order and why it's become one of my favorites, especially on these brutally cold Minnesota days. But first, I want to talk about something that's been making headlines recently. It's being called the ghost student scam, and it's one of those stories that sounds really far away until you realize how easily it can touch real people. So here's what's happening. Scammers are using stolen or fake identities to enroll in colleges and universities, often online programs. They apply for financial aid, who doesn't love a FAFSA form, student loans, and grants. They meet just enough requirements to trigger the money being dispersed, and then they disappear. The schools are often left confused, the aid money is gone, and in some cases, a real person eventually finds out that their name, their information, and their credit are now tied to student loans or aid they never really applied for. That's why they're called ghost students. The enrollment exists on paper, but the student never really did. And I want to be very clear about something right away. This doesn't just affect college students. You don't have to be enrolled in school. You don't have to be planning to go back to school. You don't even have to have kids in college. If someone has enough of your personal information, your identity can be used to create a ghost student account without knowing, sometimes for years. That's the part that gets really heavy, because for a lot of people, the first sign something is wrong isn't a notification or an alert. It's a letter about a loan, or a hit to their credit, or a notice they don't recognize. And by then, you're not preventing a problem, you're recovering from one. This is where I always hear people say, okay, but what can I actually do? Freeze your credit. I know, we talk about it all the time, and there's a reason for that. Freezing your credit is one of the most effective, low-effort ways to protect yourself from identity-based fraud like this. It stops new loans and credit accounts from being opened in your name without your explicit action. If your credit is frozen, a ghost student can't take out student loans as you. They can't move forward quietly. They hit a wall. And here's something I want people to really sit with. A lot of adults tell me, oh, I already froze my credit. Well, that's great. But what about your kids? Children's identities are incredibly valuable to scammers precisely because there's usually nothing there yet. No credit history, no monitoring, no alerts. That gives criminals years to use that identity before anyone notices. So yes, I'm going to keep saying it. Not because it's trendy, not because it's cool, but because it works. Along with that, checking your credit reports regularly matters. Using unique passwords and two-factor authentication on financial aid and education-related accounts matters. These aren't abstract best practices. They're directly connected to whether your identity or your child's becomes someone else's payday. Now let's circle back to Sunshine Coffee. I stopped in and ordered a meal, and if you've never had one, it's an espresso with honey and a little spice. Warm, comforting, and exactly what you want when Minnesota winter is doing its absolute worst to ruin a good day. It's the kind of drink that warms you up from the inside out, which honestly felt fitting after talking about something that can feel so cold and impersonal. Sunshine Coffee has that easy community feel, a place where you can slow down, warm up, and think clearly for even just a minute. If you're ever in Lake Elmo, it's absolutely worth the stop. And if today's episode convinced you to freeze your credit, check your child's credit, or reminded you why you already did, then this conversation mattered. As a reminder, you need to freeze your credit at all 4 credit bureaus: Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, and Innovis. That being said, thanks for spending time with me. We'll be back next week with a new spot and a new tip. Until then, stay safe, stay human, and keep sipping.